Let's talk about the Nike Vomero Premium, or as I'm calling them, the Nike Vomero Volume Going Up. That's what these are right here. These are a crazy, excessive, awesome recovery shoe from Nike. It's a fat stack of ZoomX foam with air zoom units, and yeah, let's talk about it. I think before we talk about the Nike Vomero Volume Going Ups, gotta talk about the Nike Alphafly 3, because in my opinion, I think this is the most comparable shoe to the one I'm doing a review on. What are you, crazy? This is a super shoe, race shoe, super fast. That one is super slow. How are they similar? I know ZoomX foam is not all created equal. The ZoomX foam in here is slightly different, I'm sure, than what's in the Nike Vomero Premiums. But I say all that to say, when I put this Nike Alphafly 3 on, and if any of you have run in super shoes before, doesn't necessarily have to be this one, I always tell myself, like, why can't I do all my runs in a shoe like this? So when I put these on, it's just night and day compared to anything else I've ever run in. The sensation you get from a super shoe like this is just, it's like you're cheating. It's like, this isn't even running. Obviously way different, super light, has a plate, but this has ZoomX foam, little air pods, and the sensation is pretty similar. That's the best way I can describe it. The first couple steps I took in this shoe, it was like, whoa, this is new. Quick reality check. Talk about them as I run in them. The Alphafly comparison is mainly due to the AirPods, air zoom units. They just give you that bounce. They propel you. That's mainly where it's coming from. I don't like to talk about prices in my videos, but have to for this one. It's $230. Its purpose is recovery runs. So yeah, do I want this shoe? Do I need this shoe? That's what my wife always tells me. Yes, I have a problem, but I feel like that's a good way to describe this shoe. Do I want to do all of my runs on flat dirt, gravel roads? Yes. Do I also want to do my runs on a trail of ZoomX foam and air zoom units? Also yes. And perhaps maybe I didn't know I needed that trail. So that's the way I like to think of it. $230 for a recovery shoe, but if you think about it, like you're creating a recovery trail under your foot. This right here is the trail. And that trail is made of ZoomX foam and air zoom units. And that trail fee is $230 spread out over the course of how long this shoe will last you. There you go. There's your pitch right there. So that probably didn't make much sense, but that's just, that's the way I like to think of it. So someone like me, you live in an asphalt concrete community, walk out the door for most of your recovery runs, not so nice. But when you have this on, you're you're turning that asphalt and concrete into a plush trail of ZoomX foam and air zoom units. And yeah, that's the best pitch I can give for why this is worth $230 for recovery runs. So that's all you're gonna get from me on that. It's got bounce, trust me. It doesn't feel like you're squishing. It doesn't have that marshmallow feel, in my opinion. Like, I still feel like it provides that energy return. But obviously, you're not looking for too much, like, you're going at slower paces, so you're not putting a lot of force into it anyway. I'm 2 runs in, so try my best not to overreact. I thought about telling myself, like, you should sit down for this so you don't overreact. I mean, early thoughts, it's awesome. Like, it sucks that it's so expensive. I want multiple pairs already. Yes, I have a problem. Yeah, it really does have that anti-gravity feel. I mean, there's so much room between the bottom of your foot and the road. It's hard to feel the road, for one. And then the other part just being fat stack of ZoomX and the air zoom units. It's different, man. I really do think this is a great tool for increasing your volume for marathon training, half marathon training, just running more in general for your recovery days. With that being said, I will say the downside of this shoe is because it's so tall, I'm not someone who really cares much about shoes being unstable because they're max stack, max cushion shoes. But this one is the first that during my run, I was thinking, okay, I have to kind of focus here. And maybe that'll just take some getting used to because I haven't run in it very much, but yeah, it's just really tall. It is slightly soft, so if you are someone who is looking for a more stable shoe, this might not be the best option, but I don't know, it's worth giving it a try because it's different than any other shoe I've ever run in. So this is the super shoe of recovery. I have the Nike Vomero Pluses. Nike Vomero Plus right here. I love this shoe. I talked about this shoe being my favorite shoe of all time, and that's because they made this in an extra wide, and I have a slightly wider foot. So for me, this is the best shoe. Long runs, Zoom X, fat stack. But this right here, I mean, this is just, I don't know. You can't compare these shoes. This one is next level different. Like, this is an awesome running shoe. This is, I don't know what this is yet. Yeah, it's, it had me speechless. I'm struggling to find the words to describe this shoe other than making jokes about how I'm gonna run 200 miles a week, run a sub 2-hour marathon because of it. Yeah, I don't know. It's the Alphafly 3 of recovery shoes. That's the best way I could put it. Highly recommend this shoe to anyone who can put the price aside and wants the absolute best recovery shoe. Try something new, try something different, something no one's ever made before. I mean, yeah, I haven't run in every shoe ever made. I think I can safely say no one's made a shoe even close to this. This right here is a fat stack of Zoom X foam, and it feels nothing like this one. It's completely different. So if anyone's interested in the specs, 55 millimeters in the heel, I believe it's a 10 millimeter drop, so 45 in the forefoot. It is very plush, it's very comfortable. It has the padded tongue, which I love. I mean, it's a recovery shoe, so it better be comfortable. It's got some structure here. Also needs that because it's so tall. Helps with the stability. But, and yeah, for someone like me, I have a slightly wider foot. Most of my shoes are in a wide version. I can tell you that, you know, I'll go a half size up to give myself more room in general, but it's got some volume here in the forefoot, got some room, material stretches a bit. So yeah, I was gonna make it work for me no matter what, but yeah, that's the fit. That's the feel. Just a quick review, hopefully, but hopefully this is more easily available because when I bought this shoe, they sold out like within 10 minutes, it felt like, and hopefully they're just working on more releases. So yeah, awesome shoe, love it. All right, I'll finish off saying, yes, maybe I overreacted a little bit just based on other reviews I've seen, because I'm confused. I don't know why people aren't saying how crazy this shoe is. And maybe they are, and I haven't watched their videos. But hopefully I didn't go off the rails too much on this. If you love the Alphafly 3, you love Zoom X foam, you love super shoes, you want a super shoe recovery shoe, this is the one. This is it right here. You need the Nike Vomero volume going ups or the Nike Vomero premiums, one of those.